It's week 4 of the 2025 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Lions on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And bulldozing his way through. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Goff wiggles free. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. We look at this Browns defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And what made him great in college makes him promising here early in his rookie year in the NFL. the ability to change things up on the fly to see a play breaking down and improvise. Whether that's taking the check down option, buying time out of the pocket, even running with it himself. He's got a sharp mind and an ability to make something out of nothing.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. The coverage was tight there from Rayshon Jenkins. You look at this Browns defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Now Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Goff. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Back to throw again. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Johnson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Play action. It's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back to throw, Goff. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Goff. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's the gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
There's Goff. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Bates' kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Operating from the gun. Sanders. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Goff.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Operating from the gun. Sanders.
Out quickly to Judy.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
After the interception, here's Goff.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got one complete.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff now looks to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Goff now to throw.
This to Laporta, right side.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down at a yard.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A 7-yard loss.
Here's Goff.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
Bates' kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
In motion, the tight end. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
Open man, that's Tillman.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a first carry here for their running back.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
To about the 26 here.
Here's 2nd and 8. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He'll get this one to Patrick. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Goff.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
12 yards on the play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here's Goff.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now it's Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 50, it's gone. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, Goff. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll begin across the Atlantic at venerable Wembley Stadium in London, where you see the final score there. Calvin Austin, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. It's Jaden Daniels with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Sanders, off play action.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Intended for Brock Wright. Incomplete.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Browns' drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tony. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Ready to take over again on offense. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. 2nd down and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sanders. And now here is another interception. It's Brian Branch with it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Ford. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw, Goff. Wright's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Goff. He's got Wright on the short throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Williams, the man in motion left. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To the air again. Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Gibbs again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Draw play to Ford. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
Open man, that's Tillman.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back to throw again.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They run with Ford. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Sanders now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown!
Deontay Johnson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. A 10-play drive that time.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Neutral zone infraction.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. Bates' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They'll look to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got Njoku over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Caught on the slant, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Delay of game.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
That's a gain of 2.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they also will exit this one at 2-2.